NATO's mission in Afghanistan was supposed to ease the burden on the United States, speed the day when Afghanistan would be peaceful and prosperous, and define a new 21st century mission for an alliance founded to fight the Cold War. Instead, American troops continue to shoulder most of the military burden, while the security situation has deteriorated in the face of increased Taliban attacks. These developments have raised questions about NATO's ability to prevail in a tough fight beyond its borders. Sally McNamara is a European policy analyst at the Heritage Foundation in Washington.
The core mission of NATO has always been to protect the members, and so what Afghanistan means really is they're going out of area to protect the members. I don't think this should be seen as anything radical. It's just an adaptation to the environment we face.
But taking NATO's mission outside its home area has proved difficult. Many NATO countries could only offer very limited numbers of troops. They also put restrictions on how their troops could be used and how much danger the missions could involve. And strong public opposition limited what many NATO members could do in Afghanistan. With the United States and a handful of other members doing most of the fighting and taking most of the casualties, the situation has become unacceptable, says Sally McNamara.
We have always wondered about what a two-tier alliance would look like, and a two-tier alliance is essentially an alliance split. We have to say to countries, if you want to be in this alliance, if you want to have the benefits of it, then you have to share the costs.
U.S. Defense Secretary Robert Gates spent much of his first year in office, 2007, trying to convince NATO to send more troops to Afghanistan. But more recently, Gates has changed his tune and delivered a different message to his counterparts, as he said he did at the NATO defense ministers' meeting in Poland in February.
My focus at Krakow for all of our partners was really more on what could be done in terms of civilian capacity, whether to help governance or police training or economic development and so on.
Experts say Afghanistan needs such civilian experts to help with governance and development as much as it needs foreign troops. European allies will likely be pleased about that. At the U.S. National Defense University, Professor Hans Benendijk says NATO leaders need to do more to convince their people that the alliance is relevant to their own security and not just focused on Afghanistan.
It's important not to have the people of the alliance believe that the NATO alliance is all about Afghanistan. In a sense, we have to bring NATO home. We have to remind the people of the alliance that there are still a number of security challenges within Europe and within the United States and Canada, the treaty area, that need to be tended to.
But first, experts say, NATO needs to finish what it started in Afghanistan. Much will depend on what President Obama will bring to the table at the upcoming NATO summit, says Stephen Pfeiffer of the Brookings Institution.
And to the extent that President Obama goes to meet with his NATO counterparts, and he has a credible plan, a plan that they think has a chance of working in some finite period of time, that's going to increase the likelihood of European buy-in.
It is a plan the new administration has been working on for weeks, and which President Obama will have to finalize and convincingly present to the allies at the summit. Al Pessin, VOA News, Washington.